But what I'm saying, and I don't feel like it's. I think it's a very normal, like a lot of dudes, especially ladies too, but a lot of dudes feel this way, where it's just like, mm, you know, you're always sort of you get okay. It's easy for the girl that just you like, but then uh, they they are unwilling to let you go, right? So you kind of just like, yeah, okay, I guess that one then, because like, okay, that makes sense. Um, because I like them and they're like obsessed with me. So okay, cool. But the problem is that I don't know what the balance is. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what the balance is for long
Wait,
term success with
are
you.
you okay? Hold on. Are you saying that you keep ending up in imbalanced relationships in terms of like
Well,
which one is interested in the other?
kind of. Well, because I'll basically, well, no, never. Okay.
Mm.
I may at some point, but I thus far have never uh, tried to create a relationship.
Uh,
Like I'm not the one that's like, hey, be my girlfriend.
mm. Why? That's curious. Like,
Oh, I don't
honestly,
know because it sound. I mean, that's like now that's a whole thing. But if I think like, okay, if they want that, and I like them, and I don't want to lose them, so
yeah, right.
so yeah, so I'm open to it. But that's what I mean is like,
So you've never felt like a person was, you never felt in danger of losing someone in that sense.
uh, to to make them my girlfriend to not lose
Right,
them. No, no.
right. Interesting. Darnell, do you want to judge Dan or should I go?
No, you go first if you want. Because I'm
Uh,
probably gonna say the same thing as you, whereas
no,
Daniel's
no, yeah.
broken.
In fact, I'll channel my inner V. Me, why is it shallow, Dan?
Oh man. Oh man. She's got a lot of opinions.
I'm sure.
Oh my goodness. Look,
Okay,
it's not about like getting
wait,
married
wait.
or
I
not.
have a hypothetical for you, Darnell.
Oh my god.
So
You know I
if
have to cut
Larry
this part
was,
out because we're not supposed to be talking about
shut up, you.
girlfriends.
Yeah, because you're not allowed to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. No, but that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going with it. Like, if Larry wasn't this like complete, like Nazi sort of like partner who just bosses you around like a freaking like muppet, like would you initiate any type of like path towards a serious committed relationship?
Probably, yeah.
If she was just like, it's cool how things are. Things are cool the way they are. We get together, we hang out sometimes, we fuck, it's cool, and we like each other, we rely on each other, blah blah. Everything's the same. What are you? That's okay.
Oh,
Go from there.
would I then say like let's be more?
Right.
What he's
No,
asking, I
no,
think,
no,
is
no.
you're rocking the boat and moving it forward to more.
No, then no, because technically I want to make sure who the like if I was with her and she just wanted to be like that, then I'd be okay with that. Like I
No, no,
don't
no. But
need to
she,
initiate further. I want the person that I'm with to be happy with whatever they want, right? So it doesn't matter what I
well,
want.
well,
I'm a
okay, that's
pleaser
weird.
in that way, like right.
Okay, well, you haven't pleased me yet, but okay.
It doesn't matter what you want.
It doesn't
Wait,
matter.
why does it not matter what you want?
Because in reality, I am not dependent on another individual to make me feel anything more, right?
There
I
you go.
am satisfied with myself. So not
Broken.
everyone has that kind of security in their own self-conscious self-awareness
Oh,
and
well,
all
I
that
don't
kind of
know.
shit.
I see a lot of broken-hearted girls posting that meme all over the place.
Yeah, they can
Love
post
yourself, queen.
it. They can post it, but at the same time, can you really say you live it? I live it because
Wow.
I don't need another human being ever.
I mean,
But at
this
the
guy
same
jerks
time,
off in the mirror.
pardon?
Huh?
What?
He definitely does, yeah. Which is
Yeah.
he should, but
Yo,
And that's fair. I'm not saying
I
it's
love
wrong to jerk off
who
in
the
the
fuck
mirror.
I am. So there's nothing's gonna change it. Nothing outside of me is gonna change that or whatever, right?
No, but
I'm
we're
just
not
saying,
even talking about that.
but that's what I'm saying.
You're changing the whole
No,
thing.
no, no. But that's what I'm saying. Like, due to that fact, I am not there to find someone to make me happy. I'm there to, go through life, and if there's someone who wants to tug along with this boat, that's fine, and I will
But
be happy to make them
But
happy.
you're kind of saying two opposing things. Like you're there to make someone happy, but she can come along for the ride if she wants.
Yeah, that's because. But that's what I'm saying. I, as an individual,
you see how those aren't compatible.
Yeah, they are, because well, technically they aren't, but they are at the same time. But that's because of me,
explain
right?
it. Explain
So
what the hell that means.
it just means that me as an individual, I'm complete. I don't need anything other to complete me, right? Like, I'm happy with me. I can.
Okay, we're all very impressed.
Okay,
Keep going.
right? But at the same time, like, if someone wants to accompany me on my own journey, that's great.
Mhm.
And I'll
Yeah,
do what I can to make them happy, so they
Right,
can
so-
be equal to me in that journey, right? I'm
Sure.
there.
Yeah. So what? But we're not. Then we don't disagree on that though. Like
Okay.
that's where I come at it from. That what you're just saying too.
Uh-huh.
Although in I feel like a less delusional way than you might. But no, I mean that's a good mentality to have.
Uh-huh.
But you are doing things. You're doing things specifically to make her happy, right?
Mm-hmm.
That you wouldn't do otherwise.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So this is my point of view, right? Like, my thing is, another individual might not have the confidence that they have in themselves, like I have in myself. So I'll do what is necessary to make them as confident in themselves, to be an equal or greater than me, right? So I want them to be like equal to me on that kind of footing. I don't want them to have any insecurities and all that.
Okay,
kind of
so what do you use to determine that this is the one then? Because that's kind of what we were talking about. It's like I wouldn't be the one that's like a girl is usually the one pushing it along in seriousness. And I might cut it off, but like I would be the one kind of accepting their move to the serious category or not. What I'm saying is, how does that make what you're saying different?
Good point. It doesn't really make it different, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we're saying very similar things,
but very differently. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, it seems like you guys are broken. Marilou has this thing, she can't approach ladies. You guys are weird about commitment.
And what do you got, Maxos?
Well, guys, look, if I had 3 long hands, I would pat you on your backs right now. But I don't.
Well, you've got some things. Now throw your things into the ring there, Max.
Oh, my being broken? It's fine.
Oh, now he fades out.
You cut out. Now you can fade
now
out.
Suddenly, this thing, like, we can't hear him anymore.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Coincidence?
belabor.
I think not.
You're losing me. Roboting. Oh my god.
My list of things is.
Yeah, I mean, what I have is, as we already, I think, ascertained earlier on, I'm just very, very freaking picky.
Yeah, but that doesn't make you broken in any way, being picky.
Plus, I'm neurotic. So.
But have you been in a situation where you accepted the seriousness progressing despite you wouldn't be the one to initiate it?
Oh, yes. I mean, my first serious relationship, because it was my first, and I was from Europe, where people in Europe don't really think about getting married like when they hit 15, like in the US. Like the woman who was American I was with, she almost immediately like started talking about, I mean, not necessarily seriously, but like still, I mean, mentioning the idea, marrying, having children and stuff like that. And I mean, I wasn't ready for that, but I certainly was okay with, having her lead in this in a sense, right? So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't think I fit in the stuff that you guys were talking about. Like, I guess in most of my experiences, I was just either not interested in the person, or if I was interested, then I would definitely not mind making it more.
Okay, but that's
clear.
that's the same thing. Not mind, not do it. You're
No,
not saying,
no.
okay, how many times were you the one
No, but
that
that's not
said,
what I mean.
let's be in a real relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend,
No,
whatever?
no, no. Okay, let's put it this way. Okay, well, I've done it this summer with a guy. So yeah, no, I definitely would do that generally. But I think, okay, what I'm saying is that if I'm interested in someone, I will try to somehow steal it down, because I think I'm pretty insecure about them, not sticking around. So, I mean, I don't pressure anyone in terms of timings, because it makes no sense. But yeah, I mean, I just like try to organize. Like, I naturally drift towards, like, I don't know, spending more time together and like becoming more
Mhm.
kind of integrated.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
What I'm saying is, I feel like it's not an uncommon thing. Most people, they're not like hand picking, okay, this one's going to be a long term thing necessarily. They might put them in that category of possibility, but then for a lot of people, especially dudes, it's kind of up to if the person's going to push it to a serious
Um,
place.
I don't know. At my age, I don't know if I feel like that anymore. Like, I
But
think
like,
maybe when I was in my
there,
20s.
but are there people in your life that if they tried, if you hung out a bunch, blah blah blah, and they tried to get more serious with you, you would be receptive to it, but you would never try to do it yourself? You know what I mean?
No, I don't think so.
There is
Because
no one in your life right now like that.
I don't think so, because I mean, maybe that's what you're talking about. The only thing that has happened is I have slid into relationships where I knew very well that I wasn't interested in them. But then of course I broke them off pretty quickly. So
Right. Okay. Yeah. I'm not really talking about not interested.
Right.
I'm more
No,
saying like interested, but
no.
like
If I am
I'm not
interested,
gonna push it to.
no. If I am interested, I go for the big target. Like I am pretty aggressive about stuff.
Yeah. So most
sense.
of my, even like, I guess you would say, more casual relationships end in them trying to strong arm me into a more serious thing and me being like, nah, probably not. And then that's the problem.
No, okay, I see. That's very interesting. Yeah, because it's never happened to me.
Okay. Marilou?
I'm thinking about it. I don't think I have accepted being in a relationship that I would not initiate. But usually, I think what happens is like, I've had two relationships, right? My first relationship was the guy who made things more serious. The second relationship that I had, the guy asked me for something serious, and then at the time I was not down for that. But we still continued to see each other, and then like a couple months later, I asked him to be more serious. Like it was like reverse, right? And we were together. So that's my two experiences. But I think that one of the things that I think about when I'm either considering getting in a relationship, or if I'm faced with the choice of being in a relationship, like if someone asks me whatever, I think it's one of the main things that I think about. Like, do I like them? Like, would I like myself choose to be in this relationship? Like, I think it's something really important to me to think about. But I think what happens also is like, I let time go by, and if the person is not like initiating getting more serious and I'm really interested, then I'll do it. But it's not gonna be like my first option.
Do you think has it more often happened to where you initiate making it more serious, or let them do it and then you decide?
Yeah, I think that the opposite has happened more. So I mean, with my two relationships, is what happened. Like, so yeah, the person was just like, yeah, let's make things serious, and I was like, yeah, great.
But you just accepted just like that? You didn't?
I know, but the second one is like I said, like they asked me first, and then at the moment I was not feeling the relationship to be like a very romantic thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then like we kept seeing each other, and then it kind of my feelings evolved, and then I was like, yeah, sure, like let's get into a relationship if you still want that.
Do you
And
think
then
the
like
reason...
he got a phone call from another girl, and she was like, no, we should be serious.
Wait, so do you think the mere fact that he told you he wanted to be in a serious relationship, did that change your mind as you guys continued dating, and then you were like, oh, you know what, this guy's probably
Oh, maybe
worth
like a
it?
different category.
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
Like maybe he moved into that category.
Yeah, did it push you further into yeah, I can see myself in that relationship? Did it change your opinion?
I do think that like a guy kind of setting their intentions for someone more serious makes me a lot more comfortable to maybe be more vulnerable and actually like be feeling safe in the fact of like developing feelings. Does that make sense?
You don't want to expose your vulnerability first. It's like a chess game,
right? Because why would I expose my vulnerability to men if I'm not sure that they like me back? Like,
oh yeah, no, it's a good point. No, we will exploit it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, that's
you need to play your role as prey.
Oh my goodness, no.
Cause your vulnerability, so
no.
we can manipulate you.
In my personal opinion,
yeah, I make them hop around in the yard and I'll attack them.
I personally think women should fucking use and abuse men all the time. I say fuck it.
Yeah,
destroy men.
Yeah, except the problem is we don't feel used. I mean, usually across the board, generally speaking.
Maybe I can.
Come on.
Listen.
Like, dude, okay, a girl could fuck the shit out of me, right? Never call me again, and I would never say, "Oh my god, she used me for my cock."
Well,
I'd be like, "All right, nice."
Happened to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just use you for your nice juicy cock.
I mean, basically, apparently, according to her, she needed to heal, and so she was using me to heal.
Oh, okay. Use you like that. Use you as like a rebound.
Sort of, but in a more weird way. But yes.
But like in the conventional sense, probably that's what it would have been defined as by most people.
Yeah, but sure, okay. But it wasn't.
Yes, I agree. You could feel used in that way.
Anyway.
But I'm saying, generally speaking, you way more rarely would hear a guy say she used me for sex than the reverse, just because a guy is more okay with being used for sex.
I mean, maybe, but I don't know. I don't know if it's a question of like the way people phrase it or the way people actually feel it, because I don't know about that. I don't know.
It depends on. I mean, it could be confusing. It could be confusing. I'll give you.
No, as in like if you keep telling women, right, that that's a thing, and then you keep telling men that it isn't, like you're gonna hear it less from one side and more from the other. But maybe it turns out that maybe the rate of actually feeling it maybe is more similar. I don't know.
It's possible.
From my understanding of men are emotional fucking little twats, okay? And the mere fact that I want women to abuse men more often is because men need to fucking experience more shit out there. Like, they need to be more in tune with their emotional fucking side. And due to the fact that they don't, women should just manipulate them to the
But in what ways? I mean, men get fucked over plenty, but in what ways are you talking about?
Wait, how do men get fucked over?
Oh my goodness, how do men get fucked over? Okay, well, first of all, I mean, we could start at divorce law if you would like.
They deserve it.
Okay, well, but you say, okay, men could use more of that, but I mean, that's a pretty big, and then women wonder why guys are more apprehensive about getting married. It's like, well, because you could ruin my life. I mean, I'm basically giving you keys that say, hey, yeah, this unlocks the fuck my life forever door. Here you go. I trust you with these keys, right? Because I currently love you. So this could never blow up in my face.
Okay.
I wonder why we're apprehensive.
Okay, you're jumping from like dating all the way to marriage and divorce, so it's kind of funny. But I'm more talking along the lines of like dating and stuff like that. Women should use and abuse of men more often because they're more
But in
concerned
what ways?
in whatever
In what
ways
ways?
it's necessary. Because all
Sure.
guys,
But they do in different ways. In the ways that they need fulfilled, they do, I think, like in similar ways that guys do. So if a woman needs whatever they need, maybe an ego boost or something, they'll use guys for that.
Yeah, that's what dating apps are for.
Right. And I'm fine with that. I don't think there's a problem with that, but I think they do. I think they do plenty.
I think they should do more then,
So,
in whatever way possible.
what I wanted to amend from before, if you guys still hear me.
Kinda.
Oh.
Lean into it, man.
Yeah,
you're gone. If you're talking, you're gone.
Never mind. Keep going.
What's the deal with the connection at your place, man?
It's not at his place. He's walking.
Oh.
He's out for a walk.
Why are you always walking? I feel like
he's got to stay in shape.
Yeah.
I go hiking
I'm
every
on
day.
there. He's always walking.
He's got to keep his buns in shape.
He has to multitask.
I mean, that's great. I just think it's really funny. Like, it's just walking this whole time.
Yeah.
Do you like funny men?
Do I like funny men?
Uh-huh.
I mean, yeah.
There you go.
Maxos isn't funny. He's got a dry sense of humor. Don't fucking listen to him.
But no, I just think it surprises me. It's unusual, so I think it's.
I just go hiking every day because I don't live in a godforsaken like ice hell like Canada, but I live in beautiful California.
Yes, I do envy that. It's fucking cold here too.
I love.
It's not Canada cold, but it's still cold.
God.
But he's also got to stay in shape. I mean, the gays prioritize that way more than the straights.
Keeping in shape?
Oh yeah.
Is that a thing?
I think it's a good thing across the board, but yeah, it's very important for the gays.
Because I thought they have a bunch of categories in like.
They do. There's the bears, but I mean, that's
what I'm thinking. I'm like,
that's not Maxos' thing.
Yeah, it's not my circle.
Yeah, I do think there's a higher like beauty standard between gay men.
Yeah, because they all have dudes mentality.
But it's very extreme. It's not very healthy, to be honest. Like I don't like it.
I don't know. I've not heard been described as healthy either.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you agree with me, Marilou, that women should be abusing of men more often?
I mean, sure, why not?
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, but you've got this whole Darnell's got this whole fuck men are awful thing.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, except his reasoning is suspect.
Wait, why?
He just takes like the worst case examples and then says this is why. So because like some men do XYZ, but you could easily say some women do XYZ. So I don't think it's as like your hatred of men stems from something else other than what just like the objective reality we live in. I feel like your hatred of men is something different, and I'm not sure exactly what you've got. This like savior of women complex going on.
I think he's just showing off. Yeah, I think it's just like a self-aggrandizing kind of like move.
No,
if you ask me.
No,
yeah, it's like the white guys that are like, "Fuck white people, I hate them."
Exactly.
White people are the worst. Now,
wait,
black people, do you like me yet? Do you like me yet, black people?
Right.
Jokes.
Yeah, you don't have to keep doing that, Darnell. You're already getting laid. Like,
but the thing is, like, I've been like this since all the time. So I don't know.
I see. So you don't have a growth mentality.
I don't have a what mentality?
Growth mindset.
Girl?
Something about girl.
Growth.
Girl. Gross girl. Gross girl.
Fuck me.
I
You don't
heard
have a
girl.
gross
I
girl
heard girl.
Growth.
Hey,
Growth.
growth.
Growth. Yes.
Growth. A growth mentality.
What's a
Wait,
growth
you've
mentality?
never heard that?
No.
Where do you guys live in freaking Appalachia or something? Oh yeah, you do.
Okay, what is that? What is that? Okay, wait. Describe to me what that is before I can say if I have it or
Yeah,
not.
it's one of the psychology myths, right? That everybody loves, which is that there are two mindsets. One is if you think that your intelligence and skills are fixed,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one if you think that they can be improved.
Mm-hmm.
So one is fixed mindset, and the other one growth mindset. It's some folk psychology that literally everybody here adheres to.
Okay.
Because the idea, the absurd idea is that, oh, if you have a fixed mindset, then you're not going to improve. But if you have a growth mindset, you will improve, which is ridiculous, right? But it's like, I mean, it's very similar to religious faith, pretty much, right? I mean, if you have faith in it, it will have whatever. So,
Okay.
yeah, so that's it.
I mean,
And I'm saying you don't have that because you're saying that you've always been like this, so you've not grown. You're not.
I know. I'm sure it's possible. I've had male friends throughout my
Ooh.
existence and all that kind of stuff. You guys are my male
What?
friends and all that kind of. So it's not as if I hate
Shocking.
all males. It's just I hate
Mhm.
the general amount of males. Like a huge portion of the male population I hate, like with a passion. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I've made guy friends along the way.
A black friend. Look, I'm talking to him right now.
Oh, that is too funny. Oh my
How many people ask you,
You're going robotic again, Maxos.
oh shit, forget about it.
Oh, okay. Well, ask us when we start hearing you properly.
Well, you have to tell me when. I don't know.
Oh, we can hear you now. We can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, how many people ask you to do backflips for them?
Me? Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Not that many. Only my closest
Okay.
friends can ask me to do
All
stuff
right.
for them, and I'll be okay with it.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, this is probably a joke that only Dan got, but it's fine. Keep going.
Oh, okay. It went over my head then.
It's okay.
I think Daniel went to piss again.
Yeah, exactly.
I did. I just
Maybe
got
he has
back.
a piece of it. Okay.
But yeah, I pee a lot. My bladder is small. Balls are big, but bladder's small. But Darnell's like, what's a male? If you're talking about male, female, like what's a male Uncle Tom? That's Darnell, the male version of that.
Wait, what?
Whatever the male version of the Uncle Tom is.
Do you know what an
The
Uncle
male
Tom?
version of the
What is an
Uncle Tom?
Uncle
Yeah.
Tom to you?
Dude,
Well, that's like when like a black guy that is like
oh,
he's defending the white people and says, oh no, they're fine, don't worry about them, they're great, I love them.
yes.
Whatever.
Do you?
And then you're like the no. I mean, hey, look, us guys deserve everything we get. These ladies are innocent in all this.
I mean,
a traitor to your own sex. A traitor to your own sex.
Okay, I was about to say that. Okay, first of all, I mean, if you just look at history itself, men have been the worst throughout history. Now,
Well,
if you want to be
yeah.
a little more specific, you'd be a little
Sure,
more
because
specific.
women don't make the history books.
That's
Well,
that's part of the problem.
Exactly.
Go off.
Go off,
Right.
Daniel.
So we wouldn't know about the awful things they've done.
well, I do have friends in the paper industry.
Mm-hmm. Can you point out more reasons why men are bad, Daniel?
Why men are bad?
Yeah.
Well, there's plenty of things that make us awful.
Okay, so come, please list a couple more.
Wait, that make us bad? I mean, you could.
Ooh,
I mean, I don't even.
what about
I don't really understand the question.
What else other than dominating history and writing history as the men see it and all that kind of shit? What else is there that's bad? What have men done throughout history that would consider
Oh,
them bad?
there's a lot of ugly things about our nature.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What
we're
about our nature?
generally power hungry.
Mm-hmm.
We, yeah. I mean, there's plenty of shit that men have done that's horrible. Yeah. What
Yeah.
about it?
Okay. And how
There's
else?
plenty of
what
great
about
things
not
too.
powering enough?
Yeah.
Did you just say there are many great things?
Mm-hmm.
Like what?
Like anything anything that has happened.
Oh my god, this is exactly
anything that has been invented or has happened. Yes. I mean,
oh my god.
and some of those things bad, some of those things I'm glad happened, right? I mean, we're talking on the
about rock
computer right
music?
now. I'm glad that happened. I'm glad the computer was invented.
You made me choke on my own saliva. Okay.
Hey, you're the one that started the sex war.
Hey, look, it's a good war to have. You know why? Because men have been fucking starting it and always been the winners. Now we need a change.
Women have been, certainly in recent memory, they've been in like power positions because of the men they're with very often, and pulling the strings behind the scenes and all sorts of shit. And I think for a lot of them, are fine with this role.
Really?
Some women don't want what men want. Why should they?
Well, they don't need to have the want of what men want. They just need to have the power that should be afforded to both sexes.
Like, okay, give me an example.
I don't know. Let's say we'll use the U.S. as an example. A female president. Would you we already had this, and you said you would vote for a female president, a porn star president.
I have.
Yeah, exactly.
I have voted for a female president. I mean, not because I loved her, but
Yeah, exactly.
I could imagine a female running that I was excited about. Not that I was about the one that did, but I did vote for her just because of the alternative. But
okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, what if your manager, I don't know if you like let's say your manager but is a woman now. Like your old manager leaves and then a new manager comes in and she's ruthless, worse than a man. Would you be okay with that?
Would I be okay with it?
Mm-hmm.
No, I wouldn't be okay with it if it was any person. Like, no.
Ruthless? Okay, I don't know.
No, that doesn't sound good.
I'm trying to think of an area where if a woman took that place, would you be okay with it? And I can't really think of it because I don't know to the extent of what shit goes on in your life.
The only time I would have any issue with it is if it was because she was a woman rather than she was the most qualified. I don't believe in saying because she's a woman she should do this job. I think it's because she will do the best job. Okay. Which sometimes I have felt that is the case. I think this person is a woman and would do the best job in this role. But if that's the reason you're promoting her, go fuck yourself.
Okay. Okay. Anything else you could think of that make men pretty bad versus women?
I mean, in general, I think there are plenty of tendencies, I guess, but yeah, I mean, in general, there's plenty of specifics. I would have to think of. I'd have to be presented with something, I guess, because yeah, I mean, there's plenty of shit that makes men generally more shitty than women, but then there's plenty of the reverse too, I think.
Okay.
I don't know about that. I don't see women being that shitty.
Stop. No.
Maxos?
Maxos is like...
I'm interested in hearing what Maxos has to say about this.
Yeah.
No worries. Hey, what's up?